Okay, so we're gonna imitate me, okay? And I'm gonna point to somebody. Actually, not point. I'm gonna look at you, okay? And you imitate what I'm doing. I'm gonna go around the circle and look at you. You do what I do, okay? You keep doing what you were doing until I look at you. You guys understand? Lift them out here, okay? You guys are all going to simulate parts of what we call a river basin. Now, when rain falls, it has to go somewhere, right? Where does most of it go? Well, first it's going to, like today, it's raining light, and so it goes where? It goes into the ground, okay? It becomes subflow and whole lots of other terms, hydrologic-wise. But then when you get too much rain, and the water can't, and the ground can't hold anymore, what's the term for that? Do you know? Runoff. Very good. There are two main runoff, stratus and cirrus. So, being meteorologists, hopefully you've heard of those terms. Yes, good. And you also notice that each block has an arrow. Okay. The arrow shows which way the water is going to flow when it reaches your box. Okay. First thing we're going to do is everyone, in a second. Everyone's going to pick a box, and each one has a letter in it. M is for mountain, A is for agriculture, S is for suburb, C is for city, F is for forest, and H is for hills. And we're going to give you and allow your creativity to soar. Okay, we're going to give you markers. So you are in charge, first off, of drawing something that represents, hopefully, something that looks like a mountain. Okay?
Square. I enjoy sliding.
Sliding is fun.
It is. Yeah, probably. It's easier to draw. I know what it looks like. I can't think of what corn looks like. I can look like a cheeseburger.
Everybody comes to base there. You notice each of you should have a number that corresponds to how much water you can hold. The farm has an inch. Some of the hills or forests may have an inch and a half. The steeper slopes have only a half inch. The city itself has like 0.8. So what we're going to do now is we are going to drop rain of the 1/10 of an inch. Okay, this is math. Sorry, I had to bring it in, but it is math. So you're going to count how many of these will go into 0.5. Oh, you're a winner. Okay, so each one of you then, if he gets more than 0.5, he has to follow the arrows. And then he passes it on to her. And she will be counting. You need how many? 8 of these. And if you get more, then you have to follow the arrow and you pass it to him. And so it's a game of passing on the water, but this is what happens in nature. Okay? How much can the soil absorb versus what is runoff? The numbers that you have are what meteorologists call flash flood guidance, meaning that we actually have these numbers for most of the basins around here. And so we actually have an estimate as to how much rain that basin can hold before it floods. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not. But at least it's an estimate it gives us. You have to look what's in your square is yours. The rest of it you have to pass on. Take it. Okay, you gotta pass on. Whenever you've reached your amount, you have to pass it on following the area. If you have too much, that means it becomes runoff and you push it on to the next guy. Or person, sorry. There's still more rain coming.
Okay, I pass all this on. I pass all this on.
You're such a party pooper.
You're supposed to have.
That smells like baby.
It's relatively slow, but most of the rain goes out, and part of, what's that cycle called? What's the cycle called where the water goes down, evaporates? Okay, or the hydrologic cycle, yes, water cycle. Okay. So you are working with that.